The X-Men have been one of Marvel Comics' best-selling and most popular super teams for decades. They've had their share of highs and lows, and seen more members than anybody could possibly shake a stick at. But one of the core aspects of their appeal endures through it all. They are a direct and purposeful analog for those outcast and oppressed by society. It's no surprise that X-Men fans have deeply rooted connections to their favorite characters. Wolverine, Cyclops, Kitty Pryde, Jean Grey, also known as Phoenix, Storm. Many of these heroes are among people's favorite fictional characters of all time, regardless of medium. Their experiences mirror their readers, while Marvel's mutant mythology is vast, diverse, and fascinating. Plus, their powers, costumes, and backstories are just plain cool. No matter who you are or what kind of life you've lived, there's an X-Man you can relate to. It's kind of like astrology, in that sense. Everyone has a sign to call their own. Why not put them together? This is the X-Men character you are, based on your zodiac sign. Wolverine isn't just the most popular X-Man, he's one of the most famous superheroes in the entire world. The grizzled mutant, who first appeared in 1974's The Incredible Hulk number 180, has walked the Marvel Universe for centuries. He's seen his fair share of suffering along the way, but he continues to fight for those who can't, both in spite of and because of all the pain he's endured. This is a large part of what makes him an Ares. Ares folks are a bold sort, who dive head first into danger, often without thought. They are relentless, passionate fighters who tend to have dangerous tempers. However, they are also social creatures who seek to build communities, and often serve as excellent inspirational leaders. Though Wolverine has a reputation as a wandering loner, he's nearly always a member of a team, be it the X-Men, the Avengers, or Alpha Flight. That's no coincidence. Despite his name, Wolverine is a lot like a bear. He's loving and protecting of his cubs, yet fierce and deadly to anybody who threatens them. This is a classically Ares trait. He also acts as a mentor to younger mutants, and can always be counted on to rally the X-Men whenever they face seemingly impossible odds. Though he doesn't have the sunny attitude some Ares do, this intense protective instinct is one of the sign's most prominent strengths. Colossus, also known as Pyotr Rasputin, discovers he's a mutant in 1975's giant-size X-Men number 1, when his skin transforms into solid metal and gives him incredible super strength. He's since become one of the X-Men's most powerful fighters, but his cold, battle-ready shell can be deceiving. Underneath that living metal is a man who values family above all else, just like someone born under the sign of Taurus. Though this is more literally true for Pyotr than anyone else, Taurus is known for his well-constructed exteriors, which can sometimes hide his deep feelings. They prioritize hearth and home, and treasure their communities. Pyotr has two families in his life he is totally devoted to, his biological kin and the X-Men. These clans come together in Colossus' love for his younger sister, Illyana, better known as Magik. Thankfully, Taurus are known for having a the more the merrier mentality when it comes to loved ones, because the X-Men's membership grows at an astounding rate. Moreover, many of the people they take in need exactly the kind of care and protection Colossus' unique combination of strength and acceptance can provide. Gemini is often thought of as having different sides that they like to show the world, and that makes Raven Darkholme, also known as Mystique, uniquely suited to the sign. With her ability to shift between different identities at will, Mystique is so used to adapting herself to who she's talking to that it's often hard to determine who the real one is. Intelligent and often socially adept, Gemini has traits that can be powerful in the wrong hands. Mystique shows exactly why, using her skills at blending into different environments and manipulating others to become one of the most powerful mutants in the X-Men universe. Mystique tolerates frustration poorly, so she can be considered hostile, but on the other hand, she feels a lot of appreciation for the important people in her life. Introduced in 1975's Giant-size X-Men #1, Storm, also known as Aurora Monroe, is one of a kind. After a plane crash kills her parents and traps her under rubble for 3 days, Aurora is forced to live on the streets of Cairo. She eventually discovers her mutant abilities, which are among the most impressive in the Marvel Universe. Storm can control and create weather. She travels throughout Africa, becoming renowned as a goddess due to the generous use of her mutant powers. She brings rain where there is drought, peace where there is conflict, and balance where there is chaos. This sums up one of the principal characteristics of those born under the sign of Cancer. Cancers are quintessential team players who seek to establish harmony, equality, and justice in the world around them. They are fair, intelligent, and hate being alone, which encourages them to seek teams, families, and partners. Storm has done just this with the X-Men and other superheroes like Black Panther, her one-time husband. Wherever Storm goes, she seeks to improve things, and often succeeds. Those born under the sign of Leo love comfort and extravagance, but they're also practical and devoted. These traits combine to mean one thing: Leos know the value of money, and exactly how to use it. When they aren't busy utilizing their excellent managerial skills, they pursue life's many pleasures. They are also reliable, committed, uncompromising, and stubborn. All of this fits Emma Frost perfectly. First introduced in 1979's X-Men #129, Emma is a powerful telepath who can turn herself into a living diamond. She's also an experienced and successful businesswoman, and thoroughly enjoys all of the comforts that entails. She's showcased her leadership skills as the White Queen of the Hellfire Club, the headmaster of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, and an influential figurehead of the mutant community. Though her uncompromising commitment to her goals often leads her to act more like a villain than a hero, she tends to stay on the side of the angels nowadays. In 2010's X-Men Origins, Emma Frost #1, Emma uses her telepathy to force the previous leadership of the Hellfire Club to murder each other. She pursues an affair with Cyclops in 2003's new X-Men #138, despite the fact that he's married to Jean Grey. This is the dark side of Leo's determined nature. But through it all, Emma genuinely cares for her students, and has made the world a better place. She's not all good, but she's definitely not all bad. Cyclops, also known as Scott Summers, isn't just a long-running leader of the X-Men, he's one of the best tacticians in the Marvel Universe. He owes a great deal of that ability to his many Virgo-esque traits. Virgos are incredibly meticulous, sometimes to an apparently needless degree. But it is this exacting and methodical attention to detail that has helped Cyclops achieve long-standing success through countless adventures with the X-Men. A founding member of the team who made his debut in 1963's X-Men #1, Scott often acts as a field leader. His sense of duty sees him devote his life to the X-Men, and indeed, all mutant kind. Typically, he supports the dream of human-mutant coexistence that Professor Xavier forms the X-Men to achieve. Like any Virgo, he's industrious in his pursuit of these goals. He also tends to put his own feelings on the back burner, so he can approach situations systematically and logically, even when it hurts. Basically, Scott is the epitome of all work and no play, and the X-Men are almost always better for it. Still, he, and his fellow Virgos, should learn to take it easy every once in a while.